Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Actually, should I do a different intro?
Oh no!
I've always
you're
done.
We can
Yo, what's up,
introduce.
guys?
We can introduce Evan now.
Hey,
This
what's
is
up,
Evan Scott,
guys?
everybody.
Yeah. So, welcome back to another episode of the Cork It podcast. My name's Kyle. I'm joined back by Dominic and JJ.
What's up?
And then, if you have never seen our show or our new segment, How's Your Touch, which is a specific soccer-specific podcast, we've got Evan joining us here on Cork It.
What up?
He has been.
All right. Don't do that, guys. Kids watching, do not do that.
So Evan joined us.
What?
Evan joined the Cork It team a little
What?
while ago, and they started How's Your Touch. Him and JJ started it.
Indeed. Go check it
And yeah, go check it out. We released an episode this past Sunday. So if you're watching right now on Tuesday, it's just the last episode that's on
Scorching
here.
hot takes.
It's just called, it says Cork It, How's Your Touch. It's on YouTube, podcasts, Apple and Spotify, all that stuff. Be sure to check it out. They do a great job of that, especially if you love soccer. I know nothing about soccer, so I just sit there.
Soccer's
It's
fun.
like watching something in a foreign language. They'll say names and I just no idea.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those things where like I want to get into these certain sports, but it's just like I need someone to like guide me through it in a sense. Same with
Yeah.
hockey. It's like why this next year I'm gonna have Dante just teach me everything about hockey.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit there and he's gonna tell me it all. So, all right. So let's do around the league. And it's gonna be tough because
We got the summer league going.
we got the summer league going. I have a pretty good hot take at the end. We've got the summer league going. It's because it's about summer league, and I was thinking
Fair
about it
enough.
today. We got the summer league going. Some quick standout players in the summer league. Keegan Murray's been going off. He's been very, very good.
That was expected.
There's a lot of players in the summer league that have been, they're almost like too good to be there. Like some people are like Cam Thomas, Josh Giddey, Cade Cunningham.
You want to talk about who Chet got bodied by?
Yeah, Chet got dunked on. Chet's been interesting for me to watch because it's
When he
been
goes
like,
against the big boys, it doesn't go well.
well, because that's the tough thing though is about Kenny Lofton is everybody's like, well, Kenny, like he get bodied by Kenny Lofton. I'm like, yeah, but Kenny Lofton's like 350 pounds. Like he's huge.
Like what's Draymond? Draymond's pretty much the same build. As
Not at
No.
all.
He's
Kenny
not
Lofton.
300.
Kenny
He's not
Lofton's
300, but he's the same type of like archetype.
right. Kenny Lofton's
Okay.
like a fullback though. Like he's huge. But that's the thing though is that Kenny Lofton did
Kenny
the same
Lofton's a
thing.
thumb.
He did the same thing in the U19 against Victor Wanyambana. I butchered that name.
But Victor's could be a great player, by the way.
Right, but he did the same thing against him as he did against Chet. So
Yeah.
I think it's more of a praise for Kenny Lofton than it is like, wow, Chet can't hold his own.
No,
Well,
Chet
I
will
mean-
be great. I already know.
I mean, I'm just
He's gonna have to
excited.
gain some muscle.
Yeah, I definitely think
Yeah.
he needs to gain muscle. It's interesting watching though because he's like had his first good game and it was like a great game, and then his second game was like meh, and his third game was
Yeah.
all right. So I think it's just getting ready to find his groove and stuff. But I'm excited. I liked watching the Thunder summer
Some
league.
other news in the NBA was announced today. The play-in tournament is here to stay.
Yeah, I saw that. I like that.
I don't really.
You don't? Why not?
I mean, it's more basketball, which is fun, but I don't know. I like keeping everything in history the same, so comparing eras is related.
So you were like annoyed when they came out with the Eastern and Western Conference Finals MVPs?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
mean,
I thought that was funny because I used it
Because we're
immediately.
late.
I was like, yeah, Steph is definitely over Magic Johnson. Call me when Magic Johnson has a Western Conference Final MVP.
But like, what are you gonna
It's
do when
named
like
after
It's named after him.
randomly,
Yeah,
randomly a 10 seed somehow like makes NBA Finals and wins it? I don't know.
that'd be incredible.
That'd
That'd be cool.
But like, I don't know. It's kind of like
Cinderella story.
Yeah.
But the regular season doesn't really. I don't like it.
You think that it means
Because I think
you think it loses the value of the regular season?
yes, 10
To
teams
some
having a
extent.
chance at the playoffs.
I think it's to some extent because you could also have, but instead of basically what happened is instead of fighting for that, like end of the season, instead of fighting for that 8th spot, so like let's say you're the 9th seed, you're fighting for that 8th spot. Now you got 11 seeds, you're probably fighting for that 10th spot,
Yeah.
try and get into the play-in.
That's
And then the other thing too is like it also kind of shows. Here's my thought process of it: is it also rewards teams, and this is you can like this
not
or hate
tanking.
this, or one for not tanking, two for example, let's say that you have a young roster who's getting hot at the end of the year and they make it to the 9 seed, and then you've got a 7 seed that just their star player just went down with an injury.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably more entertaining to see that young team win a game, get in, and then have that team that just lost their like star power
Go into
and like
off-season and
go into the
rebuild.
off season, go into the off season,
Get
just get healthy, right? So I think it's more like in a sense it would be like for lack of a better example, the Clippers this last year, they were the 8th seed. They would have been in the playoffs, but then they fell out. They didn't have Paul George. They didn't have Kawhi. But, I mean, they didn't have him for the whole season. But they fell out with the lack of star power, and a young team like the Pelicans came in, right? So, it's in a sense, it's kind of like that, and I think it's more entertaining for the NBA to see young teams, make it in after, an start of the regular season, getting hot at the end, making it to the playoffs, than it is to see, a banged-up team crawl their way to the 8th seed and then get swept first round.
Yeah, I mean, it is a different sport because I am honestly comparing it to the NFL, where I think the NFL, the way it's set up is beautiful, especially now that only one team gets a bye, because I love that, because the regular season in the NFL, like, every week matters. And, like, the home field advantage in the playoffs matters, and it's one game at a time. It's a completely different playoff. But the NFL, it's high stakes every week. And now in the NBA, the season's really long. But I liked what Richard Jefferson said like a couple weeks ago, how they're asking for a shorter season, but they've already given players so much that I don't know why we need to play in. Like, that's my only thing. It's not that necessary.
Right. I agree. I don't think it was necessary to stay, in a sense. I mean, I think the only reason they brought it in was because of the bubble and, having COVID. And I do think I like it, though. So I think it's one of those situations where, like, now that they've started it and they've seen that it's successful, like, they want to keep it rather than just, scrapping it. I think if it wasn't a success, then, like, people would be like, all right, let's get rid of it then.
And, I mean, like you were saying, like, history-wise, in terms of, like, and the same thing with, like, Western Conference, Eastern Conference finals, MVPs, like sure, like, you can be like, oh, yeah, like, in the history, because they didn't have it, like, oh, they never won that award or whatever. But, like, if you're actually paying attention, like, there's context.
I don't really care about that.
I mean, the other thing about history, too, is that, I mean, back in the 90s, first round used to be best of 5, right? So the stuff has changed over time, and I think sometimes we have to bring context with it, because like sometimes we'd be like, oh yeah, this team swept this team first round, but it's like, yeah, they won 3 games instead of 4, or you'll be like, well, he hit the game winner to send him in the next round, and it was in game 5 rather than game 7, or there's less games for you to actually play in the playoffs.
Or like if someone's like, oh well, so-and-so made the playoffs more than so-and-so.
Right.
Well, he was in the play-ins for 8 of those. It just adds context.
It adds context. But even if you are in the play-in for 8 of those, the fact that you got into the play-in and then still made the playoffs is probably more, it shows that you were, like, supposed to be there.
Yeah, I agree with that argument. Like, especially looking at baseball, like, I've always said Barry Bonds is the GOAT because during his time, everyone was doing steroids.
Right. It's not like it was just it's not like he was the only one doing it. No, it's true.
No, it is.
And it's the same thing with Louis Armstrong, too, because all those bike riders are...
Well, yeah.
I mean...
In a sense, yeah.
And, I mean, with Bonds, like, he was having an amazing career up till, like, before he started taking steroids. And then he
You don't know when he actually started, though.
Right. I mean,
career
true.
After. Technically, there's, like... Anyways. I mean, like, technically, there's, like, I forget what, like, but people are like, oh, like, it's like halfway through, that's when they consider when he started taking it.
Right.
And baseball in the early 2000s was best baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball sucks now.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just, they've got the worst commissioner in sports. So.
The amount of talent in the MLB that they have and the way it's been played so far this season is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Heading into All-Star break, though.
Yeah.
Castillo. Reds All-Star.
For real.
Yeah.
Let's do it, baby.
Where's Castellanos now? He's in
Philly.
I was gonna say.
Still hitting nukes.
After traumatic events.
It was Memorial Day, wasn't it?
Dude.
It's so that's like one of the like, it's not that funny, but I think it's so funny because it's happened twice now. Like where there
more than twice.
It's 3, isn't it?
No,
or is it 4?
I think there's a lot of
4
examples
or 5
now.
times.
Well, anyways, just the announcers talking about something sad, and then Castellanos ripping a nuke to left field.
The very first one,
there's a deep.
the very will be the funniest.
Yeah, it won't be the
right
funniest.
after the game where Brenneman.
It was during the game.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It was during the
game.
game.
It was the same game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was the same
game. He was apologizing.
He was apologizing right after it happened, and as he's apologizing,
and there's a deep.
That clip is
and there's
so
a drive into left field by Castellanos.
It's funny.
I pride myself as a man of faith.
And what's crazy is Brenneman was like a well-known like play-by-play
Yeah.
broadcaster, and he said that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That clip is so funny though. It
It's-
never like.
It's just the context of that's hilarious, and then the fact that he did it again and
Yeah.
again,
And
like
again.
And again.
announcers just talking about like people that died and they're honoring them, all that
And
stuff,
then-
and then he
And
hits a
there's a
nuke.
It's always a deep drive into left field.
Yeah,
always is.
he's. I always like Castellanos, so it was a bummer to see him go, but
Yeah.
That's-
Anyways,
I don't want
so-
to get into that.
yeah, the Reds. Yeah.
we hate them.
Dumbest organization.
Anyways,
Hate the organization.
continuing around the league, another piece of basketball is that Ja Morant said that he'd beat Michael Jordan 1-on-1. He'd cook him. So,
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't really either.
right. I saw something today and it was like we condemn, or like we're supposed to condemn a lot of these rookies, or no, it's just
Young
people
players.
condemning these young players for having
just
too much
players,
confidence coming in
yeah.
the league. I think you have to bet on yourself to
And-
an
You have to bet on
extent.
yourself, but you
Yeah.
also have
The-
to have respect for your elders.
I agree.
The double standard that I hate is like oh, Ja can't say that, like that's Jordan. But in the Last Dance documentary, Jordan was like, yeah, I was beating up on Magic, and people were like,
Yeah.
oh, that's just Jordan, he's the GOAT.
Right, I agree with
Yeah.
that. I think there is a huge double standard for that. Because, I mean, you see it in every sport, too.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be like, well, you can't say that about LeBron. And then LeBron
Yeah, you
would
can.
be like,
He's
What do you
just a
think-
player.
What do you think about Dame calling NBA soft?
I didn't see that.
I saw that. And he's like, nobody has any respect for playing
Yeah.
for the name on the front of the jersey anymore.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
I agree in the sense that, like, there is just a lot more, like, jumping ship to the next team
Yeah.
at the first sight of trouble.
Yeah.
But I also disagree in
Yeah,
the
'cause
fact that
you look at-
Damian Lillard prides himself on this I didn't run from the grind.
Yeah.
But it's going to be the downfall of his career. Like, I mean,
Right.
it's going to be the reason that, like, people look at him and they're like, yeah, he's a top 75 player, but, like, should he be? Like, I mean, what's he got? He's got a rookie of the year, and that's it.
Yeah, it's,
I mean, he's
people be comparing him to
Bubble
Charles
MVP.
Barkley, but Charles Barkley had an MVP and a Finals appearance.
yeah, and also
Yeah.
Charles Barkley had an MVP like when Jordan was playing.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the
Mhm.
biggest thing, and the reason that like sometimes I put Charles Barkley above guys like KG because I feel like when Barkley won his MVP, it was beating out Michael Jordan for it. When KG won his MVP, it was like in between. It was like right after Jordan had retired and was out, and it was right before or right
Kobe.
around the time when LeBron came in. So he was
Wait,
only
what?
beating out Kobe for it in 2004, Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was 04. I
So
forgot.
for me, it was right in between the eras between LeBron and
I mean,
Jordan. So you're beating
yeah.
out Shaq and Kobe, I guess. But
Yeah.
when they're both playing on the same team, it's not too hard to
Is
steal
Is there
one away
another
from them.
sport that like has definitive eras like NBA does? Because I would not say there is another.
I mean,
sport.
I feel like you can say like 90s versus 2000s versus 2010s in the NFL.
Yeah,
but
I'd say the
NFL like, I guess like the game
I-
has changed.
I'd
I'd gone
say-
to spread
Oh,
offenses.
you're saying like where
each era is different in NBA.
Well,
Right,
I'd,
okay.
I'd say NFL.
every 10 years is
eras-
different. Like
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
10 years in the NBA
Like,
is
no
so
matter what.
different.
I think eras in the NFL is dictated by quarterbacks.
I agree.
Because it's like a group of quarterbacks. Because like the past era, I'd say would be Peyton, Tom, Drew Brees.
And it used to be way more running the ball too.
Drew
Right.
Brees.
Rodgers.
Yeah, Rodgers.
Rodgers has been the last two.
Big Ben.
Yeah.
Philip Rivers.
I ain't kinda. It's kinda.
Andrew Luck.
Well, so you're saying like the past era as in like 2000s? Or like,
I-
are you saying 2010s?
Well, I mean,
Because 2010s, it's
Yeah.
probably similar to the 2000s in the sense.
Yeah, but I
it's
mean,
been
like-
because they stretched a lot of those QBs you're naming, like their prime stretched from like
Right.
2005 to 2015.
right. And so like I don't think it's.
I would
like,
say we're in a new era right now though.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
right.
Quarterback wise,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Every quarterback in the league is so young now. Like, the top
Yeah,
ones.
we're going into
I mean,
a new era. 'cause
you've got like the
it's-
top 5 are all underneath like 27 years old, and then there's Aaron Rodgers and Tom
Like the
Brady.
Titans
So,
are really the only team now that runs the ball consistently.
right.
Yeah.
And the Niners, I would say.
Yeah, but that's also because they've got like the way their offense is set up. Also, well, one of them has Derrick Henry,
Yeah.
and the
Kyle
other one,
Shanahan loves.
yeah, he just
trickery
loves
and stuff.
trickery and that stuff, like having a wide receiver play running back.
Yeah. But like you said, I don't think NFL. It can be, but I think overall it's not dictated by like 2010s or anything like 10s, 20s, 2000s, whatever. Like I was saying, like
Yeah.
the span of like the main quarterbacks and however long they're really in the league. So
I agree.
now
with that.
we're going into a new era with Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray.
ESPN named Joe
kinda.
Burrow number 5 in quarterbacks today.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Didn't they have Rodgers at
I
1?
agree with that.
I didn't see the whole list. I just saw
Yeah, they
Burrow
do.
at 5.
You got
I
Rodgers.
thought
at
it was
1.
Rodgers 1, and then who was it Mahomes 2?
Rodgers, Mahomes,
I thought it was Allen 3.
Allen, Tom, Burrow.
Was Tom 4?
I believe
Look
so.
it up.
I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, I'll look too.
I might as well grab my phone.
Let's just real quick finish my around the league
It
thing.
was
in NFL.
Roger-
Oh, sorry. In
Rod-
NFL news, the Steelers renamed their
Ro-
home field.
So cool.
It's a
Yeah, there
horrible
you go.
name. It's always Heinz Field.
Rodgers, Patrick, Allen, Brady, Burrow.
So it was Brady at 4. That's not a bad list. I mean, that's probably what mine is.
Where's Mitch Trubinsky?
Yeah, where's
I'm
Money
actually
Mitch?
curious what,
Where's
like,
Money
the
Mitch?
Steelers quarterbacks are on here though.
I'd say Mitch is probably like
Top 20.
20-ish, and then Pickett's not even on it.
Was it Did you guys see
Hold
was
up,
it
hold
the
up.
Masters or Wimbledon roast the guy, the Seahawks fan on Twitter?
Yeah. I did
Oh,
see
it was
that.
the U.S. Open.
US
Yeah.
Open.
Oh, there's another thing in the around the league. Djokovic won
Yeah,
the
big ups, Joe.
Wimbledon
But Federer
over
had
Kyrgios
he tore his abdomen.
during the.
Nadal got hurt too.
Yeah.
Was
Well,
it?
yeah,
wait,
I
was
saw
it Federer?
Nadal got hurt
He
because
had
he had
to
to
forfeit.
forfeit. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, it might have been Nadal.
Yeah,
Oh.
Nadal had to forfeit his
Because
match.
his
He was in
again,
the semifinal.
Yeah, Federer just
Yeah, and then-
lost. I'm pretty sure.
that's right. That's
Yeah,
right. It
yeah.
was Nadal who had to forfeit because he tore his abdomen.
Yeah, which is tough.
Yeah, hate to see it.
Hate to see it. I'm sorry.
That's
It's rough. Injuries are rough.
All right.
Did you even watch any of it?
Yeah,
I watched like a little
watched
bit.
a
I'm a
little
big
bit.
tennis guy.
It's my,
I actually
it's
do like
really
tennis.
interesting.
Yeah.
I really
I like
like
the
watching
hothead
it.
too. I don't even know how to say his
Nick,
last name.
Kyrgios.
Kyrgios?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyrgios.
Something like that. He's,
I didn't realize he was Australian.
Yeah,
It's
I
an
fell down
exciting
a couple
sport.
like rabbit holes with like just watching him.
But Baker Mayfield getting traded to the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it
I like
too.
it too.
I like the fit. JJ and I
Mayfield's
were
good.
talking. JJ's like, I don't think he's gonna be the consensus starter.
I don't think he's gonna be the consensus starter.
I think they'll start. He'll start for
think-
week 1 per ratings.
Okay, but here's my thing: is I don't. Neither of those. Okay, Corral's too raw to start. No rookie quarterback that's not like a number 1, number 2, number 3 pick is gonna start. Other than Kenny Pickett, he's a first round pick.
Yeah.
No rookie quarterback that's not a first round pick is gonna start for their team. And I also don't think that Sam Darnold is all that. I used to be the biggest. I thought Sam Darnold had the most potential, and the Jets wasted.
I agree.
Or I
Yeah.
thought he had a ton of
Yeah,
potential,
yeah.
I do.
but not the most. Okay, fine, a ton of potential,
Sam Darnold's
and the
a very
Jets
great quarterback.
wasted it. And
Yeah,
so
no, he
I
definitely
think that
got
it's kind of
misused
tough
in the
the
Jets.
situation. I think he's right now the best quarterback in the roster.
Yeah, no. I do think he will start, and I do think he's the best quarterback.
They have
of
a
that
solid
room.
receiving core too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I was just saying, like, with him coming into the organization late, quote unquote, because they OTAs have been happening for what, like
Right.
2-3 weeks now, and he's also coming off that shoulder surgery to fix up his arm and everything. So I don't know if he's like ready to go yet or
Well, yeah,
not.
he has to be healthy.
Well,
So like that's why I was just saying.
a
Like,
healthy
I don't
Baker
think
is a great quarterback.
that's why I was just saying, like, I don't think he's the consensus starter going in, because they're like, yeah, he's coming off an injury.
oh, so you're
He
saying
hasn't
like
been here.
you think he's gonna start, but you think like when he gets to training camp, they're not gonna be like, okay, he's our guy.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay,
I don't.
then
I don't
that
think
makes
so.
sense.
That's,
Yeah.
that's all.
You made it seem like you didn't think he was gonna start like
all.
half the season.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying, like, I don't think he's going in as the consensus.
Oh,
starter.
okay. I guess yeah, in a sense, I do think it's leaning towards him a lot.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but I also think that he did come in
It's-
late to OTAs, but it's also like another 2 months until week 1. So
I do think. I do
yeah,
think,
2 months from today,
Yeah, it's 9 weeks.
I do think he
Wait,
gets.
like regular season or preseason?
regular season,
Regular.
I do think
September 11th.
I do think he gets moved though again before he like starts to play well.
You think
Like,
he
I'm
gets
not saying
moved
like
again.
Like,
not like right now, like, oh, he's about to get traded.
Like end of the year, trade deadline.
Like maybe like he has a year or two in Carolina and then he moves somewhere else. Because
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Carolina
I guess.
is not a good.
I really
But,
thought
like,
Seattle
just like
was
we were
the
just
spot.
talking about is
They've got.
we
a
have so many young
horrible-
quarterbacks in this league.
They got a
Baker is not
horrible
going to last
O-line.
forever.
Hold on,
That's
say that
true.
again, Dominic.
We have so many young quarterbacks. I don't think in 5 years Baker will be starting on any team.
I guess that can be
No,
fair.
that's,
I think
that's fair.
I think that I feel like there might be some rookies that got drafted that might
The
get
game's
some
getting
starting
better.
time. I also think that Trevor Lawrence may not be the like guy for the
Answer.
Jaguars.
Yeah.
I think that they might need a quarterback down the line. I
Those are-
think Baker Mayfield could end up becoming like, for lack of a better example, like a Matt Flynn type player, where like, or no, Ryan Fitzpatrick type player, where he comes into organizations as a backup, plays really well when he's needed to step up in games.
Yeah.
Could
the
be
next
could be a
Foles.
starter on a team that doesn't have a QB, but for the most part might become like a quarterback like that, which I think is always interesting because those quarterbacks are so valuable. Because if you have a franchise saving QB, that's so helpful for your team, but
Yeah.
the second he goes down, you need a guy like Fitzpatrick who could still lead a team.
That's
I mean,
why-
Fitzpatrick in the right system could lead a team to 9 wins a season, right?
Yeah.
So
That's why I love Dwayne Haskins in Pittsburgh. It's
Yeah.
sad
Yeah.
to see him go, but
yeah, I did like him in
because him
Pittsburgh.
behind Ben Roethlisberger would have been phenomenal. For him.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
agree.
They're same type of player.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah,
Do you
I
see
just,
Jimmy Garoppolo might be traded to the Seahawks?
I didn't see that, no. But
Yeah.
I do think the
I-
Seahawks need to have someone. I'm not.
I don't know. if
I
it's
do
Garoppolo.
not think Drew Lock needs to be a starting
I
quarterback
don't
in the
think,
league.
I don't
He's a
think-
cool dude.
He's a cool dude. Yeah, I like his little dance. Yeah, but he is not like.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
shown like glimpses of like good stuff, but I don't think he could
Yeah,
be, like,
he'll show
But-
glimpses of
Yeah, I
good
don't think
stuff.
He won't win the
Right, that
NFC
Brock-
West. He'll never win the NFC West.
No, he'll never be consistent.
No, not at all. Oh wait, you mean NFC West? Never mind. I was thinking AFC West. I was like, yeah, that's
He
too
wouldn't win
so
either.
stacked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wouldn't
he
win
wouldn't
either.
win either. He's not winning the NFC West
Sports
by
Illustrated,
no way.
12 teams to win the Super Bowl. All 4 AFC West teams were in the 12.
Well, yeah, they have to be. They're so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Actually, no, the Raiders shouldn't be. But
come on, dude.
okay, the Raiders are the weakest of the 4.
Yeah, but they're still good.
They're still good.
They're still good, but I wouldn't say
Darren
that.
Waller and Devontae Adams.
You think they're a top 4 team in the league,
No, but they're a top
or
4
not?
team.
Not top 4, top 12. You think they're top 12?
Yes.
I'd put them over the Cowboys personally.
Yeah, I would too.
I would.
Okay, yeah, I would. All right, yeah, I guess that's not crazy then. Yeah, but
got a
that
love-hate
that
relationship
AFC
with
West
the
is kind of
Cowboys.
crazy.
I don't like the Cowboys.
Now to our next NFL subject, Zach Wilson. What a dog.
Zach Wilson.
City boys.
Yeah, so if you didn't hear the news, there's a lot going around about Zach Wilson
Boy, if you don't
because
stop.
it came out that his ex-girlfriend started dating his college roommate.
They're not
From
friends
BYU.
anymore, by the way.
Huh?
The roommate and Zach Wilson are not friends. They don't
Well,
follow
yeah,
each other on social
they're not
media.
friends anymore,
But
but
they were best
it was
friends.
like
Yeah,
his
they
best
were
friend in
roommates,
college.
Yep.
Yeah, they were roommates at BYU. He actually plays wide receiver for the Commanders right now.
Yep.
And he is dating Zach Wilson's now ex-girlfriend. And
Yeah.
on a post, this a fan accused the girl.
Of homie hopping.
Okay, homie hopping. I was gonna use a different
That's what
phrase.
she said.
That's what he said.
Called him a homie hopper.
In the
Check the
sense
receipts.
that he's jumping from one friend to the next.
And then she responded with,
She responded with, "Well, Zach was the one.
he's
that
the real
was-
homie hopper because he's sleeping with his mom's best friend.
He was having a relationship with his mom's friend.
What a dog.
That's just so
An
weird.
entanglement.
He's got that dog in him.
That's like so strange for that to be the main piece of NFL news for the
Oh,
week.
yeah.
Goodness.
Like that's the main thing
Barstool
right now.
made shirts.
Dude,
Barstool
Baker,
made shirts.
Baker,
They make
like
shirts about
what was
anything
happening
right
with
now.
Baker was just like literally the only thing anyone would talk about for so long.
Yeah.
That happens, and then Zach Wilson happens, and nobody cares that Baker
I
got
feel like
moved.
the
Yeah.
Baker to Carolina news was like I saw it in like a couple people's stories and that's it. Like it was like
Yeah,
here and there,
nobody-
but like
nobody, like, really
the
cared.
build up to Baker.
I saw a
trade
couple.
Was
I saw a
crazy,
couple.
and then-
I saw
Yeah.
a couple like Browns fans be like, "Oh, heartbreak emoji. Like
Yeah,
sad to
yeah.
see him go."
Dude, like Kevin Durant needs to get traded because
I don't think he's going to.
I know, but like I would say like right now is the quietest sports news has been in a very long time.
Okay, well, let's talk about something that's not sports then.
No, I'm just
Oh.
bringing it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it has been
Also,
pretty quiet.
also like Kyrie to the Lakers, like from everything I've seen, it's just been like confirmed.
What's the average age?
yeah,
of that
but
squad,
I
though?
just I'm so
Like-
confused because
And then like
every-
I'm
Woj
very
is talking
confused,
to
too.
like
I'm just so
everyone at the
confused though
summer
because
league.
I see like everything about Kyrie's confirmed, but I've yet to see like an actual like
yeah.
real because every time I hear Kyrie's confirmed, I literally don't believe it
Right.
because
Kyrie bought a
because
house, you know.
okay, I heard that
There's
too. I
that.
don't believe any bit of the Kyrie thing being like
Confirmed.
done.
Yeah,
like
like,
I don't
Oh,
believe
no,
it
I don't think
because
it's
like,
done,
legit.
but I
because
think
the
that's,
fact that
like,
they
what's going to
they said that
happen.
there's no traction on that trade and like all this stuff, and then Darvin Ham coming out and like defending Westbrook the way he did, he wouldn't do that if he knew that he was on the way out. Do you think so?
I don't know.
Do you think
Possibly.
he'd be like, I'm so excited to have Russell Westbrook on our team next
Possibly.
season if he knew that Kyrie Irving was coming in instead of him?
Possibly.
I don't know. It's just hard for me to believe any of that stuff, especially surrounding Kyrie, because
I just think it'll eventually happen.
especially surrounding the Lakers, because 90% of anything that Lakers fans and sources talk about is just like the next guy they're gonna get.
James Wiseman though.
He's okay. He's special, but like it's literally like it was back in a couple years back when they were like, oh yeah, we're getting this guy, and every report was like the Lakers are into this guy, and nothing ever happened. So I don't believe it until I see Woj tweets it. I'm not believing it.
I agree. No, like I've seen so many Instagrams and like just like random people posting about it's confirmed, but like until I see like pen to paper or like
Talking
something.
about-
Until I see
for
Woj
sure.
tweet it, I don't believe a single
Talking
thing I
about
see.
social media, I am very
just think
annoyed
it'll
with
eventually
Ball Sack
happen.
Sports because they've gotten me a million times.
They got JJ there. So
They
there's
did
a
not-
there's a
What do you mean?
tweet.
Like last
there's-
episode, they got me with the 2K stuff.
Yeah, there's a tweet. So there's a big trend right now of like fake news reporting on Twitter,
They're
and
getting
it's led by a Twitter account called Ballsack Sports.
And then there's just one fake athletic reporter.
Yeah, and there's a fake athletic reporter now, but basically they make up quotes, they make infographics that look real, and they completely make them up. And today they got on ESPN.
Yep.
Like ESPN used a fake
the
quote
that
from
Ballsack
Yeah.
used.
Ballsack
Sounds
Sports.
hilarious.
But like they constantly get people. They got JJ one
They
time.
did not
'cause
get me.
They
All right.
definitely did.
No, let
They
me
got
defend-
JJ.
let me
JJ
defend
took
myself.
no. Hold on.
Let
Can
me
I
defend
explain? Can I?
myself.
You can defend yourself after I say what happened. So JJ was at work and he took a screenshot from his home screen of a tweet notification that was like, what was it? It was
It was about Kyrie.
it was Kyrie to Lakers, and it was like Kyrie to Lakers confirmed, and
It
then
was-
it
it was
was
like
like for
whatever.
this guy and this guy and this guy, and then he sent it to us and he goes, oh, he's like, guys,
No.
he was like,
No,
is
no,
this
no.
real?
No. Don't add anything.
No, he goes,
Don't add
yeah,
anything.
you said
Don't
you
add
said
anything. I
th-
said, is this real? Question mark.
and I said JJ, it says Ballsack Sports on the tweet.
No. It didn't.
It did. It said sources tell Ballsack Sports on the tweet.
I'm gonna find this now.
I think
But
it's
no.
funny because it's like Ballsack Sports, and they use their initials, which are BS.
Okay. See,
And like everything is
See-
fake on their account.
so just like, okay. So I was at work running around doing whatever. You know what I mean? Anyways, I get a notification. And I didn't read the tweet at all. I just I didn't read like any of the sources or whoever and whatnot. I just saw something. It was like Kyrie to the Lakers, and I was like, oh, let me check with my good friends and see if this is real because I don't have time to read it right now. And I sent it to him, and I said, is this real? And then I just got flamed for it.
Yeah, it's
Okay, I will say I felt kind of bad flaming for you. I didn't know you were at work.
Yeah.
I didn't
fair.
I didn't know you were at
It
work
looks legit.
because I also felt like there was this like competition to be the first one to text about it because we
Oh.
kind of do that like
No.
subconsciously like all of a sudden like, and it would be about any piece of free agent news. There was one time
Yeah.
Nico like immediately texted, he goes, yo, Andre Drummond to the Bulls. I was like, okay, like do you want us to discuss like
I mean, I
But
did the same
I
thing
can
with
see it looks
Dejounte
legit.
Murray.
Hold on.
Yeah, like if you look
So
closely to it-
the Twitter at was Rob Buchanan, all caps Fox,
yeah, it was Rob Buchanan, Fox.
and
if you,
and it said the Brooklyn Nets have agreed to ship guard Kyrie Irving and wing Joe Harris to the Los Angeles Lakers for
I
Westbrook
feel
and
like
2 future
no
first round picks.
reporter would
Yeah.
ever use the word
Sources
ship,
tell-
though.
Woj,
Hmm.
ESPN, and Ballsack Sports, the Nets are expected to ship Westbrook to a third team.
Yeah, they used the word
So it
ship
wasn't-
too much.
yeah,
Yeah.
At a glance,
But
I
I'm
can
saying
get
like
it.
Yeah.
I didn't read any of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no,
I
I-
understand that. And I do feel
So
bad
I
for
get for
flaming for you. I
trusting
didn't know you were
people.
at work. I didn't know you were at work. I just thought you were being like too lazy to like actually look into it.
No.
And that's why I flamed you a little bit. But I didn't realize you were at work. I
Anyways,
respect you for it though.
I'll cut
You guys
that.
been to Torchy's yet?
Torchies?
Tacos, Torchy's tacos.
Oh, I heard it's
Where is it?
gas. It's
I haven't been there, but I've
It
heard
just replaced Cornerstone Bakery over by Costco on Polaris in Polaris.
Oh,
Costco?
okay.
Torchy's
Like,
tacos.
yeah.
Oh, I did see it. I
Yeah.
drove past that. It
I
looks
heard
good.
I heard like really good reviews about it.
There's
I
one
haven't.
in
know.
Phoenix. Well, it just opened in Phoenix.
Yeah, I haven't
Okay,
been.
nice.
I
It's
gotta
like
go.
Condados. That's what
Oh,
I've
I
heard.
definitely gotta try that
Hit a
then. I'll have to
mukbang
go
up
at some
on
point.
You're not a big Condados guy?
No.
Yeah, well, I kind of get it. Every time I go, my food's like my tacos are like cold.
Well, I mean, there's that, and also you're like, oh, let me get this, and like it just has like the most random stuff on it.
And it's like $5 a taco.
Yeah,
It's $3.50.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Depends
even,
on what taco you get.
And it doesn't.
If
even,
you get like the most plain taco ever, then yeah, it's $3.50.
No.
But if you add any of the good stuff, If you want to
That's
add,
not true.
if you want to add beans to your taco, it's like $1.
Candados is a pretty good steal in my opinion.
You know what's expensive?
I feel like it's expensive.
It's Yabos. Yabos is
Yabos
really,
is
dude,
expensive,
I went there.
but Yabos is
I've never
good
been
though.
to
It's
Yabo
good-
since
dude,
I've been in middle school.
Yabos is
Really?
good, but dude, the queso was $7.
But the queso's fire there.
But
It's
$7.
so good.
Okay,
It is
if I'm
expensive.
gonna
It is
get-
expensive.
If I'm gonna get Mexican food, I'm going to one place and one place only. It's Don Tequila.
El Vaquero.
Don
all the
Tequila
way.
is.
El Vaquero.
The
I don't know.
kitchen.
I'm probably headed to Chipotle.
Oh my.
Well, JJ flamed
just
me
going-
because
I'm
for
just going
JJ
downstairs.
JJ flamed me. JJ flamed me earlier because for Cinco de Mayo my family got Chili's. But to be fair, Chili's takeout is so good.
It's authentic.
It's not authentic at all.
It's
Okay,
authentic, it's
who said it was
authentic.
authentic? Who said it needs to be authentic?
My family is half Hispanic, so come to my house next Cinco de Mayo, please.
Your family's half
I'm
Hispanic?
half Hispanic, half Italian.
Oh,
Pretty
I
much.
didn't know that.
What Hispanic?
Nicaraguan.
Yo, I have a Nicaragua flag in
My
my
grandma,
basement.
my grandma was born in Nicaragua.
That's what's up.
That's hard. Yeah, I'm Polish.
All right. JJ, what are you?
I'm looking at the menu right now.
Of what?
Candados.
Dude, the Condados and Pal is like a ghost kitchen though. It's like you can't sit down in it.
It's drive up.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just it's
Pick
takeout.
up.
It's
Pick up.
takeaway.
Eh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of I don't know. Just I love Mexican food, but it's like you got to find a good spot and stick with it cuz
Yeah.
like
There's
a lot of those places are like I don't know. I went back to OU this past weekend to look at an apartment and I went to El Tenampa.
Mm.
Wait, you guys
It's
are gonna
not
live
that
in
good.
next year?
I
No,
mean,
it's not good.
no, junior year, but you have to start early.
Really?
But yeah, and I
Not
kind of
early.
found, yeah. Well, I mean, we're also kind of late to it. Some of our friends were looking at houses end of freshman year. They're looking at them.
It's crazy.
But I mean, to be fair, I was looking
you
at
have to
stuff.
lease 2 years in advance.
Not 2 years, or yeah, you have to get your lease 2 years in advance.
Whoa.
It's early.
Crazy.
But I mean, to be fair, I mean, if you want anything good, like you got to go that early.
Well, then again,
For
I'm
real.
in downtown Phoenix, so there's a ton
Right,
of-
there's a lot of options.
I
But
still
yeah,
have a small school, so there's really not that much
Yeah.
competition.
I don't even know where I'm going.
Baldwin Wallace.
BW baby.
yeah, JJ's not even sure where he's gonna end up.
Can be interesting.
We should
Yeah.
have a decision episode.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We should have the hats
Yes,
here.
we should. Oh my
We're not
gosh,
doing
we
that.
definitely should.
We're
That's a
definitely
great
doing that.
idea. I love that idea.
We're
Actually,
not
we're
doing
doing that.
JJ right in front and center.
Yeah.
JJ,
Brett
the
said it.
decision. College decision
And
episode.
then
Oh my
the
gosh.
the post episode will be my bachelorette episode.
Dude.
Oh, my
Oh, speaking of Bachelorette, I think the new season starts tonight.
Are we gonna watch it?
Dude, it's two bachelorettes. It's
girls.
two girls.
Oh, one
It's-
of them's a bartender at OU.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Huh.
JJ.
So she goes, maybe I'm not
Yeah, I
going
found
to another
out-
school.
I found that out. I was talking to
I
because it
think
was
I'll
like
go
a
back
big,
to
it was
OU.
like a huge deal because apparently like they were gonna film something on campus and like all of these like people were gonna show up to it or something like that. And
That
then
didn't
she was on it
Band
last
applause.
season. She was on it last season.
Yeah.
Didn't because she was on The Bachelor last season. Didn't win, but they picked her to be the Bachelorette.
That's crazy.
So
That's what
yeah.
usually happens. They usually pick people.
Well, yeah, but I was just saying
gonna
that like
be-
that's why she's one of the
It's gonna be
Bachelorette.
interesting with two of them.
Ben
Let me see.
Applause comes on the show and steals. it.
Now.
Shout out you, Ben.
I'd-
Love you, Ben.
You think he watches?
I don't know. He follows me and you, so.
True.
I don't know which one's which. I'm not
You guys are really looking at girls right now.
looking at the Bachelorette.
Oh,
Like I said, I have connections.
what connection do
If
you
you
have
guys
on the
need a girl,
Bachelorette?
Evan's your
You
guy.
need to go
gets
hit
the
me up.
job.
I got my LinkedIn's up on here.
That's what he said pre-show. We were talking about Don Contini's doing a little Bachelor episode, and then Evan's like, "I've got connections on LinkedIn. I can hit up."
Your network is your net worth. I mean,
No, it really is. I've learned that like in my internship, it's not about what you know, it's who you know.
who you know exactly. That's what they preach. BW. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
network is your net worth. But like,
Anyways,
yeah.
Are we on the hot topics now, or like what are we doing?
Yeah. Do you want to do hot takes? I mean, we've got a little time. Yeah, let's do hot takes, and we can discuss them a little bit this one, because this was a bit of a short episode, because there's not as much
Let's
to
go
talk about.
first.
I got one.
Okay.
Mine's about the summer league. So
Boring.
well, it's a really scorching hot take because it's an overreaction in a sense.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead. I want to hear it.
I think by the time this draft class is established into the. Hold on, first of all.
I'm waiting. Is it this one?
We gotta get the chords ready.
Cause I put this one up. Is this one fine?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what it
fine.
is.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we'll deal with that later. I think by the time this draft class is well established, so like 5 or 6 years in, Keegan Murray will be a top 3 player from this draft.
I agree completely. Yeah, Keegan Murray's good.
Yep.
Yeah, I think in
No
redrafts he
way.
jumps. The other player I think jumps in redrafts is Jalen Williams. I think he jumps like top 8.
Which one?
The guard from
Both
Santa
of them.
Clara.
Santa Clara.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think he
And then
jumps.
The other Jalen Williams will be good too.
Oh yeah, I think the J Dub from Santa Clara.
Yep.
I think he jumps top 8 in redrafts
No,
from
I
5
love-
years from
I
now.
love
He's
Santa
fantastic.
Clara.
Hey, wait, Kyle. Unplug mine real quick.
No, this
Is that better?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, you guys got any other hot takes
Okay.
that are probably more scorching than
Oh, here's
mine?
mine.
All right.
And I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this.
Okay.
Kyle, I want this on TikTok and
Okay.
Instagram, please.
Okay, let's go on TikTok and Instagram.
Cats suck. hate
Yeah, I don't
cats.
like cats either.
I hate cats.
See, I'm a dog person, but like I'm okay. with
Cats are
cats.
gross.
Don't you? Do you have cats?
I
They're
had
disgusting.
I had one cat named Craig. He wasn't my cat. It was a stray cat.
Craig.
Yeah, Craig.
That's
That's
a
even
good
worse.
name.
They have rabies.
Bro, Craig was the nicest cat ever.
Cats
Wa-
aren't nice.
took care of him for
That-
like 3
that
months.
doesn't exist.
But yeah, I like dogs more, but like I'm not gonna hate on
Yeah.
cats.
He's got that dog in
I
him.
got that dog in me, bro.
Cats are mean. They are gross. They don't do anything, and they're not that cute.
That's fair. I'm not a huge cat person. I don't like cats at all,
I
actually.
really
so.
don't.
Dang it! I was looking forward to a bigger reaction.
I mean,
You
you're
can,
also
you can say
talking.
it
This isn't
again and we
going
can
on
like
TikTok.
retry.
Yeah, say it
no
again.
one's
Will.
gonna-
Cats suck.
No, you can't be saying. You know what?
I gotta go.
There he goes.
There you go, walking off.
All right, guest Evan, what is your hot take? All right, I guess you're not a guest because you're a host
Yeah.
on How's
I
Your
mean,
Touch.
How could
Evan,
you say
you
you
know,
don't
the
like
newest,
cats?
the newest host of, the newest Cork It
Yeah.
team member, Evan Scott. Give us
Oh
a hot
God.
take.
I mean,
please.
mine has to go along with footy, you know. So I don't know
I love
many
footy.
how many people get it, but you know, I'm gonna say Newcastle is gonna qualify for European competition this year. You don't. I feel like
Ooh.
Yes, go Newcastle.
Ooh.
Newcastle take over. I don't know what you guys
I
probably
don't
don't
know
know.
anything about
Their
it.
owner is the richest owner
Yeah.
in Europe by like 20 times more than like Man City's owner.
Dirty money.
Dirty oil money.
It is oil money. And all the signings they're bringing in, I feel like they can definitely make a European League, Europa League, or even I don't think they're squeezing the top 4 though.
No.
But yeah, that's just my hot take.
Watch them get
Yeah, like
watch them
food
get
hot take or
relegated. Watch them
something.
get relegated.
If they get relegated, bro, then they won't though.
Yeah, like a food
Dude.
hot take.
Food hot take?
Like, what food do you absolutely hate?
Absolutely. I don't. Dude, okay, green beans. Green beans are the worst part of Thanksgiving.
What?
Like green bean casserole?
Like just green beans. I do.
Strong disagreement.
I
Very
despise
much
green
strongly
beans.
degree.
Whenever I was young, I would always have like the green bean, like the you know
Casserole?
Baby food?
the baby food.
Oh.
Hated it. And then
You're a baby.
and now it's just always I've always hated it. Always hated it.
When I was growing up, I had to eat what's on my plate, and that's all I had.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
guess.
eat also. It's just I cannot eat. I hate green beans. You asked for my what food I don't like.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
I think
fair.
I think Nottingham Forest being just in the Prem is good for the league.
We're gonna have a little.
What's the,
we're gonna have a
hold
little
on,
How's Your
I'll-
touch segment right here.
Let me say my only piece of recent soccer knowledge, and it comes
Alright.
from the guys that just got together with their friends, bought a team,
Oh.
and,
yeah.
and have been
Promoted
promoted the
twice.
last 2 years,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's the team name?
I forget.
It's a-
I follow him on TikTok.
Also,
Yeah,
that's the dream
'cause
for me,
I saw
by the way,
them-
That'd be
buying a
sick.
sports franchise.
sure.
Yeah,
That would be-
it's definitely.
Are they still
amazing.
in non-league? I don't think they're in.
But basically, it's this group of guys. I saw them because I saw them on TikTok. But they basically had like gotten together with like, is it 10, 12?
I thought it was like I think it's like maybe.
It's like
8.
10 or
Walton and-
12.
Yeah.
Walton and Hersham FC.
Yep.
Walton and Hersham FC.
I
They
think
got
it's like,
10,
I think it's like 8.
eight
or
guys or
something
something like that. Pooled money together and all bought a soccer team.
7.
So 7 guys all got together, bought a soccer franchise, and the last 2 seasons they've played, they've gotten promoted both seasons, and now we're in what?
I don't know what
They're like a
forget.
lot. They're a long ways away
I
from like
think they're not
Premier
yeah,
League
they're
or
still-
anything
it's
like
still
that.
in- oh
But
yeah, it's still I think non-league, but they're making their way up. It might
right,
be
but
national.
still a very very fun storyline to follow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that's super cool.
Yeah, that was
JJ, what's your hot take?
Hold on.
Also, JJ and Evan, do you think I could beat either of you in FIFA?
No.
Really?
I don't even know if you could beat me in FIFA.
I could beat you, Kyle.
I don't know.
I'm pretty good.
Who are you using?
Yeah. What team are we playing like random or are we playing like
Who are you
I'm
using? I
PSG?
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
I usually use Chelsea.
That's a decent squad.
Big Arsenal guy over here.
See, if Matt Beck is watching this, friend from BW, he already knows that I
Matt
smoke
Beck.
anybody with Crystal Palace.
Okay.
I'm a big Crystal Palace
I'm
fan.
a big Chelsea Liverpool person.
Yeah.
I'm a big
Yeah, so they're still in non-league.
Yeah.
Yeah. When is 2023 comes out in September? We could play it
I won't be here.
we could
online.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Online?
Online.
I need to purchase my new gaming system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just bought TV for college. I'm taking the Xbox up, so gotta get the new FIFA.
Yeah, I think I'm doing the same with my PlayStation. I just gotta
I might
I
might
didn't
get
take
the
my
Xbox.
X, whatever it's called. The new one.
Series S,
Yes.
isn't it?
Oh no, I was saying the Game Pass.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
you can
yeah.
get like a lot of
Yeah, you
games
can
just
get-
for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
like only
well,
15
free.
It's 15 a month.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
It's 15 a month, I'm pretty
but
sure.
like you can download like, cause
it comes up EA Access and EA you get
Right.
Madden,
Yeah.
FIFA, NHL.
right.
Yeah. I need to
So
get
like
NHL.
so like
this
15 a month to be able to play all
Yeah.
those.
NHL's
It's like-
fun. I haven't gotten NHL in a couple years though.
I need to get NHL so I can learn about hockey.
That's how I learned.
That's
My
that's
very
what I
first-
want to
My
learn.
very first video game was NHL 2K8.
I remember I have a weird distinct memory sophomore year of us playing NHL at your house.
Yeah. No,
And like I
I'm
lost
goated.
like 7-1.
I'm goated at that show.
I'm bad.
Yeah,
I gotta work on
I'm
it.
not good at Chow.
I'm
not
calling
good
it
at
out though.
Any Fortnite, Call of Duty. I'm
Give
not good
me-
at any of those games.
Give me 2 months and Isaac Moe, I'm coming for you in Chell.
You're never beating Isaac
Yo.
Miller, Andrew Minardi.
I will
tell ya.
beat both of them in 2 months.
FIFA 09 for the Wii.
Is that the best one? Oh, good.
That was-
best
was
sports
beautiful.
game. Best sports
was
video game you've
beautiful.
ever played.
2K11.
2K11.
Not even close.
2K12 was my first one I ever played. and I
2K11 or
loved that
14.
one.
Because I love
14.
the
Skate
LeBron.
3.
I like the LeBron challenges.
Skate 3.
Skate
hard.
3. Say that again.
So stupid.
Skate
Come
3.
on.
Say it again. Skate 3.
It's a great game, but
Watch your
like,
mouth.
oh my goodness.
Skate 3 is
Skateboarding
great.
is not a sport.
Watch your mouth.
Whoa.
Skate 3 was
Oh.
fantastic.
Watch your mouth.
They're making Skate 4. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
That's gonna be
I
cool.
want to get it.
Evan, what's the best
Mine
sports
was
video
probably,
game?
just from like nostalgia, was probably FIFA 13.
FIFA 13. Nice.
Which one had Clint Dempsey, Donovan, and someone else on the cover? There's 3 people on the cover.
I think that was.
Was that-
11?
Was that the World Cup USA one?
No. It was like 3
I wanna-
people.
I
Because
wanna
I got
say-
World Cup when they were in Africa. I got that game.
Yeah, 2010.
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about because there's
You're
one with
right.
Alex
You're right.
Morgan
It's
on the cover
11.
too. Was
It's
it
11.
It's 11.
Yeah.
Well, Donovan's on the cover.
Not Dempsey.
No.
Oh, okay. It's Rooney, right?
Yeah, it's Rooney.
Is it bald head Rooney?
Well, it's Rooney, Kaká, and
That was a solid game.
Benzema's also on it. I mean, it's like 2K. They make a bunch of different.
Yeah.
That's Fabregas, right?
No, that's Vela. Yeah.
What? Wait, hold on.
I really liked for nostalgia purposes since it was the first one I ever got. NBA 2K12 was fantastic. I love that one, just because that's the first one I
Yeah.
ever played. 2K16 was amazing.
2K16 is the best 2K.
I think it's the
ever
best 2K ever
But for
made.
nostalgia, like you
For
said,
nostalgia purposes, it's 2K12. And then
2K16 and 2K17 are the 2 2Ks I played the most.
I would agree. And then this one's just fun. I love this game whenever I played it. But
I love this game.
NBA Jam was
NBA
so
Jam.
fun. That
NBA
was
Jam was
fun
great.
game. Wait, but not even on the phone, Dominic. Not on the phone. Did you ever have it on the Xbox?
I only had it on the phone.
Oh, on the Xbox it was fun.
And I had it on the Atari thing.
Do you
Okay.
remember when
NBA Jam is a
remember when
great
NBA
game.
Jam's fun.
Madden Mobile was in its prime?
Oh, Madden
2000
Mobile was so
Evan,
Madden
remember the-
16.
Remember the FCA where I dropped $250 on PAX and Madden Mobile.
Yes, I do remember that.
$250.
In one morning.
And it was like it wasn't even a morning. It was like an hour and a half. And Conti goes, "Yeah, I just dropped 250 on Madden."
Because it was the Ezekiel Elliott draft.
Yeah.
And the draft pack just dropped.
And he was
dropped.
bugging. He was bugging to get Ezekiel Elliott. Did you get him?
No.
Yeah.
250.
I got like Devin Smith.
That's crazy. That is
There's
so
one-
I come
crazy.
home and my mom's like, I saw what you did. You're gonna pay me back.
There's
I'm
one
like,
time it was like a snow day, and I had this new zoo game, and I don't know how old I was. My mom just gave me the password, like not thinking I was doing anything. I dropped 200 on this zoo game, and let me tell you, I had the coolest zoo known to man. Like I had so many lines. Like the hippo exhibit was like top notch, like world class. And then my
I
mom.
know what game you're talking about.
Yeah,
too.
then my mom woke me up the next morning. She's like, "Did you spend $200?" I was like,
Maybe.
That is
I
crazy.
was like, hold up, but look at my Zoom, Mom. Before you say anything, look at my
Go around
Zoom.
the table and say the worst thing you ever did growing up.
Worst thing I ever did growing up?
What you get in trouble for?
Worst thing.
There was one time, well, no.
What did I get in trouble?
Because I didn't push him, but my brother and I were jumping off, like, our top bunk. And I was, like, telling my brother to jump
brother?
off, Ben. And he jumped off, and he hit his head on the door, and he, like, had to go get stitches. I wasn't, like, super bad. I wasn't a terrible
You ever
kid.
get
I
like
don't
in trouble
think.
at school?
I've gotten in trouble. I haven't. Gotten,
Actually, yeah.
too
The
much
most trouble I got in at school was in 4th grade. I called it. This kid was like, we were talking to this kid, and we were like, yo, like this is a true story. We were like, yo, do you have cooties? And he's like, he literally goes, no, I don't have cooties. Only girls have cooties. And I was like, yeah, that's probably why you have them. And I
That would
literally,
not go well in 2022.
I literally got pulled into. I just remember I got pulled into like the storage closet with the principal, and then my
Don't pause.
and hold on, let me finish. I got pulled into this storage closet with the principal, my two other friends.
Not say it like
Listen,
that.
let me finish. My principal, my teacher, the kid that got upset, and my two friends that were witnesses, and basically they were like, yeah, he said that, and I was bawling because I had never really gotten in trouble before. And she's like, yo, you got to come into my room for your recess. And so I had to do that, and that was it. And I was so upset because that was the first time I ever got in trouble. So
I haven't gotten in trouble at school much, but like 7th grade, it was my birthday. My mom brought in Cane's, right? You know, like Cane's ketchup packets. Those boys are big.
Oh, is this at lunch?
Yeah.
I remember
You
this.
remember this?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I'm going to hit this, and it's going to go across the table and hit someone over there, right? Like, oh, stupid, like, I'm smacked the ketchup packet, all right? I, like, close my eyes when I do it. I open them up, and everyone over here has no ketchup on them, right? I look this way, and Ryan Williams is sitting there covered in ketchup, and it went all up the wall, all on the brand new TV. And I just remember getting, like, the school napkins that is basically, like, paper thin and start
7th grade,
cleaning it.
Liberty Middle School hated us.
Dude, they hated us when Mr. What was his name?
Gibbon.
Gibbon
And
would
we
get up there.
booed him
Yeah.
every time he came up.
Because Gabe Heinrich would boo him. Yeah, that was funny.
We did not care at all.
That was funny. No, we were
hooligans.
troublemakers. and stuff.
we were goons.
JJ, what'd you get in trouble for as a kid?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I mostly just like got in trouble for like hurting myself. Like I would like accidentally like. Are you good?
Yeah, you want to talk about it, bro?
No.
Yeah.
Stop.
We got
Yeah,
someone
go
who
ahead.
got
No,
put in the
so-
closet by his principal. A man who's
No. So I was like really little, and my parents, like we had just gotten back from like hanging out at friends, and it was like super late, and I was like jumping on like our couch in the front room, and I forget exactly how it happened, but somehow I like slipped or fell or whatever, and I cracked my head on the windowsill.
Jeez.
and it's wait, I forget. Is it on my right side or my left side? Kyle.
Beats
No,
me.
no, look.
Oh, it's yeah. It's on that
Okay,
side.
so it's on my right side. Anyways, so this is like midnight, and I got in trouble only because my dad was pissed that we had to go to the ER at like 12 in the morning.
Classic.
So I'm sitting in the back seat just like holding my head and like
Yeah.
crying, and like my dad's just like cursing and just so mad. And like I think I said something, and then I just got yelled at just because I was like, I literally said something like, I'm sorry, and then I just got yelled at some more. But
Dominic.
I'm just trying to think. 'Cause there's plenty of times I got in trouble as a kid, but like the one time I got out of detention was 7th grade in Mrs. Rissette's class, and we had tests like every week. Then me, Cole Taglione, Jacob Bonacci, and Ty Honsting. So during our tests, our teacher would like leave the room, and our tests were all multiple choice. And shout out to you, Ryan Hodonovich. I sat down next to Ryan Hodonovich. Hodonovich. Whatever. I respect you and your dad, Marty. Okay. But anyway.
Oh, Marty's a goat.
Marty is a goat.
Go ahead.
But so Ryan would get perfects on every single one of these tests, and he sat right next to me. And there were the bubble sheet tests. So like the easiest test to cheat off of.
Yeah.
So the way it would work is, once our teacher left the room, I would look at Ryan's paper, see what you put, and then we would go one question at a time. And I would literally say out loud, A. And then everyone would write down, circle an A on their paper. And then, like, the day ends, nothing happens. 2 days later, I come into class, and Cole, Ty, and Bonacci are all in the back room. And I'm like, oh, no. And then Mrs. Brissett is like, so it's come to my knowledge that you guys have been cheating on my test. And I'm like, who snitched? And I'm going to drop the name. It was Kendall Miller. I don't know if you guys remember Kendall.
Oh, I know Kendall. Yeah.
JJ remembers vividly.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But we had detention.
We're name dropping on this podcast.
If you're out there, all right?
I will find you.
Whoa.
It's not like that. But I just remember
like
being
that.
like, I just got like
It's like
pissed
something else.
because like the teacher didn't even catch us. It's just because we got snitched. But literally, like I was thinking like, I literally was dropping the answer so you could cheat too, because I was
Yeah.
like being quiet about it. So like
He was helping the
He's
whole
for
class.
people. He's for the people.
Always.
Alright. Alright, well, that was a good ending. I like that. Thank you guys for watching. What? We went
Kyle got pulled in his class.
we went into this episode and you guys were like, we have nothing to talk about, and
No,
we
I
found
know.
some stuff
Oh,
to
we
talk
made
about.
tough up. We got this.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Just making sure that's still recording. Thank you guys for watching.
Doing your outro like moving around is not the best.
Thank you guys for watching. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, social
close
media,
to
and all that
200
stuff.
followers.
We're very close to 200 followers on Instagram. Make sure, like, follow, share, do all that stuff. Make sure to check us out on our personal accounts. You can find them through our social media account. I'm going to work on getting, like, a little highlight that has, like, all of our individual
That'd be so
Instagrams
cool.
and stuff. So I'm going to work on that. And, yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for us.
Summer is wrapping up.
Yeah, it is true. We're getting as much content as we can
Follow
out of there.
We're Rising on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Yeah, go follow Evan's
That
soccer
golf
team.
Little plug.
episode in Pittsburgh is coming out soon, I promise.
Dude, I'm trying.
I
I
forgot
just
about
gotta
that.
keep editing. I've got so much stuff going on with work. When I get some time, I'll edit it. But I don't know. I'm headed up to Chicago this weekend, so we'll see if I get any time to edit.
Ooh, James, he's coming.
Exactly. Okay.
All right.
JJ,
Book it.
see you guys next week.
Peace.